Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jade, and today I want to talk about feminine hygiene focusing on Honey Pot. For those of you who don't know, Honey Pot is a company that focuses on hygiene for people with vaginas. They make pads, cleansers, menstrual cups, wipes. I think they even came out with borax supplements as well. So they are definitely focusing on all things vaginal health. I want to talk about the foaming cleanser. If you're not familiar with it, I definitely recommend looking into it, especially if you were looking for something for vaginal cleansing. So outside of that, I also wanted to touch on the menstrual cup. I've been using the foaming cleanser for a while. I actually really like it. It doesn't dry my vagina out. I do use the scentless version because I don't like any added scents in that area, and it works out pretty fine for me. One thing that I will say is that it pairs very well with the menstrual cup, and my favorite thing about it is that I can use this to also cleanse my menstrual cup, which is also the brand Honey Pot as well. Moving forward with that, I actually want to talk about why I decided to switch to a menstrual cup from tampons. At the beginning of the pandemic, I was really worried about staying at home all day and flushing all of those tampons into my septic tank. I stayed in an old apartment building, and I didn't want no problems with the plumbing, especially if I knew that the plumber was gonna have to come and pull up about 50 billion tampons. So that was the last thing that I wanted. So that was when I switched to a cup. It was a lot to get used to, especially when it comes to dumping out the cup. It looks like a murder scene. We can be completely honest. It looks like a murder scene. It was very interesting getting used to my body and like physically inserting something versus using an applicator or just a pad. So it was definitely very intimate, like personal intimate, and getting to know my vagina in a different way. Outside of that, I've heard that you can have sex with this. I haven't had sex with it, but I do hear great reviews for people who have opted to have sex with it. If you have had sex with it, chime in on the comments. I would actually love to hear about not necessarily the experience, but you know, was there a mess? Did it get stuck or things of that nature? I would love to hear about those type of feedback. One thing that I will say is that cleaning this is really easy. I normally dump it in the shower, and then while I'm in the shower, I use the soap to clean the cup, and then I insert it back in. However, one thing that I did notice when I was not on my cycle and not using the cup is that it still carried a little bit of an odor. And as we all know, we don't need any additional odors, anything that can add to an odor in our vaginal areas during that time. And so I was very concerned about it giving off even more of an odor. What I ended up doing was taking a plastic cup and filling it with peroxide and soaking my Diva cup in there for about a week. I normally leave it in there for a week, and when I pull it out, the scent is completely gone. One thing that I love about this method is that, one, I know it's absolutely clean. When I pull it out, there is no scent to it. Sometimes it can get a little stained from the blood stains are gone. On top of that, I know that peroxide is not going to hurt my vagina, and by the time I insert it back in, it's all dried up, cleaned, and ready for use. If you do not know how to properly clean these things, I definitely recommend pairing the Honey Pot Co. foaming wash with the peroxide method and just seeing what type of results that you get there. I know that feminine hygiene can be a very sticky subject, and there's so much information going out around, and sometimes you get scared to ask if you don't know how to take care of yourself. Sometimes, you know, everyone was raised differently. Not everyone had someone to assist you in your feminine hygiene. So this is a method that I found out, you know, just dealing around, you know, peroxide is great for if you make a mess in your bedroom while you're on your period. So I figured it would work great with the menstrual cup, and I just so happened to be right. That's all that I have for today. Leave any comments, questions that you may have, and stay tuned for my next video.